All right, now to our southern border. Title 42 could end as early as today as Border Patrol prepares for a tidal wave of migrants. Charlie Hurt with us this morning. Charlie, the White House claims to have a backup plan to deal with the border, but they haven't released any details yet, and you get this feeling behind the curtains. They're like, oh, my God, what are we going to do? Do they have a plan in place?
Well, if it's anything, if their backup plan is anything like their actual plan, then we're in real trouble. The Biden administration has created a situation where we're looking at 250,000 illegals crossing the border every month, and that's before this Title 42 is lifted. And when that happens, you know, you think 250,000 a month is bad. Wait until you lift Title 42. It's going to be extraordinary. And what's really amazing here is that this has been such a hot rolling catastrophe that the Biden administration singularly has ushered in. You know, it's been a problem for a long time, but of course, President Trump solved the problem at the border, stopped the inflow, and Joe Biden went and reversed all of that to create this current humanitarian crisis. But what's really amazing about it is that as many illegals who are crossing the border as it is, there are tens of thousands that are waiting in the wings just on the other side of the border, reading Twitter and reading news from America in English and I suppose in Spanish as well, to figure out what's going to happen when, so that as soon as Title 42 lifts, they can all come surging across the border. So as bad as it is now, it's only going to get worse as long as Biden has either his plan or his backup plan.
I don't think he has a plan A, B, or C. All right, next one, Charlie.
No.
Congressman Matt Gaetz urging his fellow Republican Jim Jordan to challenge Kevin McCarthy for Speaker of the House. You know, this is getting messy. How long do you see this playing out?
Yeah. Well, I think this is sort of a natural thing. You know, every time you get a new majority in the House, you get stuff like this. Kevin McCarthy does have a problem on his hands just because the Republican majority is so slim. But you're sitting here with a situation where Matt Gaetz, you know, the person that Matt Gaetz wants to challenge McCarthy isn't even challenging McCarthy. So that's like two steps down the line that these people who are not pleased with Kevin McCarthy and want a replacement, they don't even have the person that they want to challenge him isn't even challenging him. So it's you know, Kevin McCarthy has a difficult job, but as of right now, I'm still thinking that there is no real alternative to him, and he has done a very good job of getting people like Jim Jordan and others on the sort of right flank of the caucus to either support him enthusiastically, as we see with someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene, or at least support him enough that, you know, they're political realists about it.
They are indeed, but you think McCarthy will be the man? And can he get them all under the same umbrella, or is there going to be this little, I wouldn't say split, but certainly some squabbling within the GOP?
Well, I will say this. There are few jobs in this world I would want less than Speaker of the House for the next 2 years. It's going to be a very difficult job. But like I said, I don't see a realistic alternative at this point. Like I said, if the person you want to challenge McCarthy isn't even challenging him, then you've got a real problem. You know, if Matt Gaetz is so eager to deny Kevin McCarthy the speakership, then why don't you put your own name forward? He can't put his name forward because he could never get the votes.
Exactly. We'll leave it right there. Charlie Hurt, thanks for joining us this morning, Charlie.
Great
really
to see you.
appreciate it.